We're now joined by defensive lineman Phil Mathis. If you have a question, use the raise the hand function and we'll get to questions. We'll start with Stephen Smith. Go ahead, Stephen.
Hey, Phil, Coach Saban has had a lot of great teams come to the program, but he mentioned after the SEC title that he loves this team. What is it about this team that sort of grabbed his heart?
I really just think the way we have discipline around here. We all work together. We try to do everything right. Everybody stayed out of trouble. We try to follow the protocols of coronavirus, and we handle that well. So I can say that's probably one of the reasons.
All right, our next question comes from Dennis Dodd. Go ahead, Dennis.
Yeah. Hey, Phil. Give us a general feel on how you stop Justin Fields.
I can't hear you. Can you repeat that?
Oh, give us an idea of how you guys plan to stop Justin Fields. How do you get your hands on him?
Just do what we've been doing all week and week out long. Just trying to get back there and do our job. Just running calls that coach called from the sideline and just try to go out there and dominate them.
All right, our next question will come from Mike Rodak. Go ahead, Mike.
Phil, how much?
You muted yourself there, Mike. Go ahead.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
We can. Go ahead.
Okay, my apologies for that. How much has Nick Saban talked about the 2009 team and that team going undefeated and the chance for this team to go undefeated as well?
He really haven't been talking about it much because we just been focused on, what we got to do now. That's in the past, and we here now. We just focus on what we got to do now to bring on a dub.
All right, our next question will come from Chris Hummer. Go ahead, Chris.
Hey, Phil, what would a second national championship do for the legacy of your 2017 class?
I think it'll bring a lot of spark for the team that's coming back next year. It'll be a lot of motivation. And just for the 17 class, it'll bring a lot of, love, a good feeling that we did it 2 times, especially with the guys that was there freshman year. Also with Smitty catching that big catch. And obviously whatever we go out there and do come Monday.
All right, our next question comes from Dan Hope. Go ahead, Dan.
Hey, Phil, just what's it like watching Ohio State's offensive line on film? What kind of challenges do you see that they're going to present to you guys?
Those guys are pretty physical. They move pretty good. And we just got to accept the challenge up front and just try to dominate all night.
All right, Angel Wells will be our next question. Go ahead, Angel.
Hi, Phil. Who or what is something in your life that motivates you on a daily basis as a student athlete?
I could say my father, man, he's always in my ear, even when I, play good or play bad. He's always motivating me, telling me that I got it and I can do it, just keep pushing. Also my mom, she's always texting me also, even though she can't be here because of, coronavirus and stuff like that. And she always letting me know that, she loves me and I can do whatever I put my mind into.
Next question will come from Stephen Means. Go ahead, Stephen.
And so when you guys are watching film on Trey Sermon, I don't know how far back you guys go, but have you ever, kind of caught yourself wondering what the heck happened with this guy between maybe the first 3 or 4 games to, what you guys may be preparing to see in the college football playoffs now?
Can you repeat that?
I guess what I'm asking is from your standpoint as a defensive lineman who's gone up against some pretty good running backs, have you seen maybe a difference in, the Trey Sermon that you've seen on film from maybe the first 2 or 3 games of the season to maybe the film from the last 2 or 3 games where it seems like he's running for 200+ yards every night?
Oh yeah, he's a good back. He runs pretty hard. You can see that it means a lot to him. He got something to prove, and that's something I love about him. But obviously, we got to go out and just do our job and wrap him up.
All right, we'll go to Nathan Baird. Go ahead, Nathan.
Another question about the Ohio State offensive line. Just their two tackles are not the guys who have maybe gotten national accolades and things like that. But what are you seeing from them, especially that makes them a tough matchup for someone coming off the edge?
I mean, they do a great job in the passing game, also in the running game for Trey. And like I said before, we just got to take on the challenge and show up with the same intensity that they bring.
All right, our next question will come from Leo Johnson. Leo?
Overall, how do you plan to get past the Buckeyes' outstanding offensive line headlined by Wyatt Davis and put pressure on Justin Fields and Trey Sermon?
I just said don't change nothing that we have been doing all year long. Just stick to the plan. Take what Coach gives us from the sideline and go out there and execute the call.
Next question comes from Brendan Gulick. Go ahead, Brendan.
Hi, Phil. Thanks for meeting with us. When you look at this Ohio State team on tape, whether it's personnel or scheme or talent, do they remind you of anybody you've played this year, whether it was in conference or even the Notre Dame game? Any similarities you see?
Not really. I mean, when I watch film, I see that team. They do what they do. They do what they do best, and I can't compare nobody to those guys. Because that's their team, and I feel like it'll be disrespect if I try to compare them to someone else. Ohio State is Ohio State, and they do a good job of what they do.
And if I could just follow up on that real quick, even if you're not going to compare, players or teams to each other, from a scheme perspective, what you see the offense do for Ohio State, do you feel like you've seen that style of offense in other games where maybe, you guys as a defense feel like, okay, this isn't totally new to us?
Oh, most definitely. They on the offensive line, they try to get sideline to sideline like Notre Dame. So I think that'll be something I can compare.
All right, our next question comes from Steve Moulton. Go ahead, Steve.
Hey, Phil, hope you're doing well today. I can't help but ask about you. Where do you think you feel like you've grown the most this year as a football player, and where do you think you can improve the most moving forward?
The most I think I've grown is just having confidence in myself, and also just becoming a leader on the team, and just being the best that I can be whenever I'm out on the field, and just taking away that nervousness from what I had last year, and just being the best that I can be.
On the subject of being a leader, though, is it more by your actions, or are you a vocal leader on this team?
I try to lead by my actions, just by doing the right things on and off the field. Just showing the young guys that you don't have to be a tough guy or anything to do the right things around here. It doesn't take that much. All it takes is just buying in to the team and, just staying focused.
All right, thank you, Phil.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to click on that subscribe button so you don't miss a single thing, and come visit us over at BuckeyeGrove.com for all the best Ohio State information on the web.